today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the National Football League. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Washington Football Team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Football Team and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford was leaving Detroit and heading out west to join the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are hoping he's the missing piece to the puzzle as they seek a Super Bowl title. Over 45,000 yards passing as a Lion, but not a single playoff victory in his entire tenure. The Rams general manager has said he can envision Stafford staying 5 to 8 years, which would take him into his 40s.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, didn't happen to get it complete. In this case.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On second down, back to Henderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one.
Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff.
You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 31, Fitzpatrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk. You've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Fitzpatrick. High throw, but the catch is made. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Humphries. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. That's taken on the 25. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost. Gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... Football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Henderson, a first down and more, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Cooper Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the vision. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. He was brought down by Troy Reeder.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Barber. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Gibson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run here with Gibson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Sports, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Gibson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Fitzpatrick.
That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They give it off here to the tight end.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates
taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On first down, it's Stafford.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. He'll hit Jackson, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A carry for Gibson.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gibson again.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To the air again, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On first down, Gibson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, all likelihood this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Henderson going to run for it.
And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first down, Stafford here. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for